Hi guys, this is Neopanos. I'm here with let me adjust my mic here, sorry. Alright. Hey guys, it's Neopanos. I'm here with part two of my commentary guide. Well, not really guide, but playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. I will kind of give like some things I've learned through playing this game over the past couple years. If you look at my YouTube page here, I have numerous playthroughs of this game, and I've learned a lot. Most particularly with the mage class here. So that's what I'll be playing as and kind of showing you guys what I'm into, play style, and like how I like to develop my character, and I'll even give you some reasons as to why I'm doing that. I tried doing some videos like this a while ago, but my computer, I had my older computer just wasn't good enough, so I got a new build here. I just built this a couple months ago. Got the new Skylake 6700K i7 in it. Don't have a graphics card yet, but it's 64 gigs of RAM. So it's I think the Intel graphics can use the RAM on this as video support. Though of course it's not as robust as like a graphics card, but it does help with video. I'm pretty sure with the video RAM. Just the regular 64 gigs. I don't know exactly how it works with these new Intels. I've heard that that's what the graphics chips can use. The Intel graphics chips can use the motherboard RAM. And basically the Intel graphics are just on the motherboard itself. Because it's oh damn, I'm going to forget what it's a LGA of course because it's Intel, but I forget how many pins it's got on it. It's the i7 though, so you get, oh, dang, that's so bad I can't remember that right now. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not playing this on. I tried playing this. I was gonna try doing this on Nightmare because I need that trophy, but I honestly don't care that much about it, and it's gonna totally slow down my playstyle anyway. So, because I'd have to really go tactical if I try to play the game on Nightmare. That's pretty much how you have to play the game. Whereas I like playing free time like this on casual. Even on like normal and other difficulties, you're gonna find you're gonna have to go into this tactical mode at least some of the time to get through stuff. Whereas on casual, I can pretty much just play it through just like this and not have any problems, unless I'm trying to do something special. Then I'll go into the tactical camera just to make it easier.
Are you innocent?
But aside from that, I like playing with it like
That'll
this.
get you every time. Should have spun a story.
I doubt I'll be doing. Oh my god, I can't go.
It's more believable.
I probably won't be doing commentary like for the whole time on all these videos. But I will be doing my best to just like shoot in here and there and let you know what I'm doing. And really, right now, because we're on the intro level, you're just trying to get used to the game. And as you can see, a lot of these enemies are going for me because they have a lot of them have the ability to sense, who is the who has the lowest defense. That's how I should phrase it. And they'll go after the character with the lowest defense. Basically, your low defense characters are generally high attack rate or high attack ability. That's generally the trade-off, unless you're just like a really low level. So that's one of the reasons they opt for the low defense, because either you're a low level or you have higher attack, so you can change the tide in a battle a lot more effectively. So they take you out first, so you can't stop the battle from going a certain way. That's basically the way they have the AI programmed, which is, of course, probably the best way to do it. At least at this point. Okay, so my character's name is Green Halla, just so you know. Okay, so the character is leveled up. This increases health and stats. So basically, this is introducing you to the level up. Okay, so now character record, I believe. Yep. Okay, and you can see down in the bottom left there, the 1 point to spend. Can't actually work. So, if you're a mage, the first spell you should invest in no matter what. And I mean no matter what. Unless you're like trying to do like some stupid build. Like some, I have no idea, some dumb build. Just get the barrier. You may or may not want to get these 2 extra tiers in here. Dang, I forget how to. Oh, toggle. So you can either get energetic or the cooldown time will go faster. This is really hard for me. So energetic defense, if you're in really like high damage battles with enemies and you're taking a lot of hits, the barrier holding its full strength really doesn't mean jack to you, because it's not going to hold its full strength for the full 5 minutes if it's taking incredible amounts of damage. So in that case, I would tell you to go with elegant defense so that the barrier can be cast more times. So, you'll cast the barrier and the high DPS attacks and all that from the enemies will break it down, but you'll have the 4 seconds faster. And if you combine this with a Knight Enchanter build, I forget which, I don't have it right now either, but I believe it's with the sword, the Enchanter sword there. You can actually get it to where it'll slow down the cooldown time on your spells. And basically that's what you want to combine. So if you go elegant defense, you're basically down here. So for elegant defense, you're going to want things that increase spell cooldown time, so they make the spells recharge faster so you can use them. If you go towards the energetic defense, what you're going to want to do is build up your defensive stats. So, instead of cooldown reduction, or maybe not, instead of focusing on cooldown reduction, you're going to focus on things that are going to boost your defense. Okay, and I'm usually the one who will go for the reduction because I'll combine that with a Knight Enchanter build. That's my favorite build in the game. Just a lot of defensive potential from it. And since this game... What the hell is going on?
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Wow, I forgot how to level up on this. That's funny.
We're clear for the moment.
We'll get it here in a
Well done.
second. It makes it kind of confusing. I don't know. I was trying to talk though during that instead of read. Okay, so that's the barrier I just cast, and you can see how my bar had that blue on it for a few, and it started going down. Okay, and then you can see right here supply cache. So what you want to do before you go to any supply cache, check your characters in your team. Make sure all of them are on full health, don't need a potion, and then go and get the supply cache. Unless you have no potions, then it doesn't matter because you can't heal them up. But what you basically I had 4 potions left. If any of them needed one, make sure you give them, the potions to get them full up, and then go to the supply cache so all your potions are replenished. Otherwise, you go to the supply cache, it replenishes your potions, and then you have to use the ones you've just been given to heal your allies, and you actually waste potions. Okay. So we'll take that. And here's another cutscene, so I'll be quiet.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So none of you are actually in charge here?
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Okay, so I'm going to chime in here real quick. I forget what happens if you say you're asking for my opinion. I think it does a disapproval thing. Either one of these, you're going to lose. Okay, so the mountain path, fast but indirect. So like it says, fast and indirect. I cannot once I do them, I'll probably start remembering more about it. But you take the mountain. Okay, so let me pick one of these. Careful, sustain assault. Fast but indirect. Soldiers will act as a distraction after the problem will be addressed sooner. There may be casualties. Carefully sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the pass may be lost. Okay, so we're taking the mountain.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
The tunnel should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Goodbye.
Make it take you!
Okay, so with this path, we're gonna. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so freaking scatter-minded right now. But with this plan, it takes a little longer, but that actually, you know, gives your lower level characters a chance to level up a little bit more. It's not much. There's a few more items in here actually. I can show you back here. There's a few things. And so you'll see I'm hitting the left stick, tapping it down. So you move holding it in a direction, but tapping it down, pushing it in, you'll generate this pulse. And this pulse will highlight items in the environment which you can grab. Might as well do a quick thing on that. Okay, so you can see it's actually getting quite a bit of gold. Okay, so these are the soldiers we're going to save down here, and there's actually a breach. That's what I believe they're called in this game. Breach is like the one we closed earlier, which provided us with our first level up.
I'm leaving that.
That's basically what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you see that green thing right there? That's called a breach. Oh, the rift. Okay, the rift. And then maybe that big one's called the breach. Oh, okay. I freaking forget exactly all the crap on this. So yeah, it's a rift. So what you can do with these rifts, as it says, you can disrupt it by just coming up here. If I can get it locked on. Okay, I got it. There we go. Little X thing went over there. Okay, so that one I actually didn't have time to do it. Oh, shoot. Okay, and what you can do right now when they're forming like this is actually use a disrupt spell, which I'll show you how to do later. And you'll actually take those out, and they won't even be able to come into the map. They'll be killed before then. Okay, and you can see those little rock things, and then they like explode. So if you're on one of those, you can get messed up. Now once you defeat all the enemies, you get this, and you just break the rift or whatever, destroy it,
as before.
seal it.
You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
Okay, so I hate climbing down this part. I think you can like shimmy down the ladder or something, so I just always do this. It takes some health, but since I'm on casual, that's another reason I like casual. You can get a little bit more risky with your exploring in the environment. You can explore longer.
If enough magic is brought
Just play
to
the
bear,
game a lot faster.
It is possible.
But there are easy.
I don't know. It's just the way I like to play. Nightmare's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I don't mind dying over and over again if you watch some of my playthroughs. But just I don't know. Games like this, I just like to, I guess, play it easier, be a little girl. That's just more fun for me.
Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers.
But like even on like traditional RPGs, where like even if there's like one difficulty level, like on a Final Fantasy VII, and then it like gives you the weapons and stuff, I'm always like going into those. Well, the weapon fights can't really go in overpowered, but you can get like the Knights of Round, and I mean you can do all sorts of stuff to improve your, like just make your character wicked OP. But anyways, so this is the Temple of Sacred Ashes. That's what I wanted to say. If you remember, if you played Dragon Age Origins, this is basically that level where you go and get the ashes from the urn. But as you can see, it's just been obliterated. So it took me a couple playthroughs before I actually realized, oh, this is the place from Dragon Age Origins.
breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Two ways to go about this. You can run around the sides, and you'll hear all this chatter going on. Game's been out for a couple years though now, so I'm gonna take it. A lot of people know what happens, and if you don't, you will find out on later. You can just go to the later videos and check it out. So I'm just gonna do this.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready! We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Okay, so as you can see, nothing is happening with this Pride Demon with that shield up. The shield's that gray thing over the red health bar. So what you gotta do, go over here to disrupt the rift. When the rift gets disrupted, you can see the shield falls off the demon. And then you just hit it with your strongest attacks. When it gets around a quarter of a bar, it'll put the shield back up. And same thing, you cannot take it away. But also enemies will come in soon here too, so that's another thing to keep in mind. So he has that long distance attack that you just saw him hit us with, and he has a whip, which you'll probably see him use right now. So you see him charge it up for a few seconds. So those are his main two attacks as far as I know. Oh, and he can slam it down like that. Okay, so, but basically, you want to keep distance as a mage, and just watch out for that orb attack he throws. Well, since we're on easy here, or casual, we can just kind of chill in our spot. And we'll actually put this up all the way. Now that those guys have fallen, I'll put this... Disrupt it. Okay. You can see as the rift's going down, it's with the health bar of the demon, I'm pretty sure. So a little bit higher, so I guess there's a few more guys that are going to come in. Okay, I just want to hit these guys. I'm going to move. Okay, so Varric needs... Okay, good boy. Okay, and this should be it for the Pride Demon. So it's a pretty easy battle. It's just a rinse and repeat. Just kind of get you used to the way things go on this game. Of course, if you're playing on higher difficulty modes, like I said, use the tactical camera, slow things down, advance time when you want to advance time. So like as you can see, I can pause this, take a look around the field, let a frame go, let a few more frames go. If I see something I don't like, I can switch to that character and, you know, do all sorts of good stuff. So actually what I'm going to do right now...
Now! Seal the rift!
Before you seal the rift... Oh crap, it's not going to let me save. I'm going to wait a second here. Hopefully it'll let me save. Oh, are you kidding me? Where's our load? Oh, that sucks so bad. Okay, so let me put it to you this way then, since I messed it up. Before you get to this point, save it. Maybe before you get into the temple itself and that cutscene starts, and you jump down like I did, before you even get there, save it. Because what you can do is if you want to play in Nightmare difficulty, and it's a character you like, of course. Maybe you don't want to use that character, but either way, just do. You save it on right before you go into the temple there, and then what you can do is just load up the save. You know, that save, and switch it to Nightmare. So like I'm playing on casual, switch it to Nightmare, and then play out the rest of the level, and you can still get the Nightmare difficulty trophy at the end of the game, and you can you know, just avoid all the character creation and the cutscenes in the beginning, blah 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 blah. So it's a little bit faster way to get going on a Nightmare difficulty game, if you want to. Okay, so here we go. I'll be quiet now. Well, actually, I think I just hit X and it'll go to the cutscene. So.
Do it!
Oh. I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Is this another prison?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Then where am I? Tell me.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
And the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
That's him. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over him.
Hush. We shouldn't disturb him.
Why did Lady Cassandra have him in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
So really quick, I'll just mention, there's a lot of like codexes and things around you can read that give you experience points. I would tell you hold off on those because you can actually get abilities or perks or whatever you want to call them that allow you to get more experience points for everything you read. So everything that you save can potentially net you more experience if you get that perk. Of course, if you don't care about any of this, then do what you want. But there is a way to actually maximize experience building by getting a perk, and I can show you that perk in a few minutes here. And then you go and get the things you can read. Just want to give a heads up on that, and I'll show more about it once the Inquisition table opens up and all those goodies. Because there's a lot of good stuff there, and you kind of got to figure out what you want to get before you go about it, or kind of have a plan of what you want at least. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and do a bunch of cutscenes.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
Have you gone completely mad? He should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The elf failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Let me guess. You need my help.
You have done plenty. Your actions will be taken into account by the new divine.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this, before it's too late.
Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought. Okay, so that was the intro. Oh, we got another scene. Oh my.
Does it trouble you?
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Well, if you noticed, I kind of like dodged her question about the mark. If you stick around to the end, you'll find out why. And I mean the end of the playthrough.
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable thought. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay, so we've gotten the...
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
So we got the Inquisition table going. Okay, so we can hit triangle and we'll go to Inquisition perks. And in connections, I believe. Okay, so nobility knowledge, 50% XP for each codex entry unlocked. And there's no requisite for it. So, if that sounds like a good thing for you, I mean, it can definitely help. I'll say that much, especially if you're going after a lot of codex and exploring a lot. But besides that, I would tell you, points are better spent elsewhere. But I just wanted to show you that before I started collecting a bunch of stuff, just to show you that it is an option. A lot of these I don't even use. Yeah, Sterling, no. Okay, and then that's showing you can use the... Okay, so let me go back to the perks. Forces, so, okay. So, Underworld Knowledge, that's another one. Actually, maybe I do get all these. Yeah, because it opens up new dialogue options. So I do get these because they open up the dialogue. And it counts towards, like if it says 4 points needed in category, that counts as 1. But it also helps you, like, during certain parts of the game. Basically, you'll see certain symbols. So, like, for forces, I think you do see a fist. Maybe I'm wrong, though. But you can get Underworld now. I forget exactly where the Underworld... where all these come in. But I know Secrets comes in towards the end of the game in the Palace. Connections comes in to... So yeah, so you can actually do all of these. And History Knowledge. So each of those will add 50% experience. So you can actually get 200 So yeah, I would tell you to get those no matter what. I would tell you to get those first, actually. Just the first 4 points you spend, push into those. And then... what I like to do is go Advanced Focus and Master Focus. Luckily, what you can do with forces, it doesn't show you right now, but you can actually conquer temple or forts, I guess. I forget exactly what they're called, but you basically can get these outposts. I think they're called outposts. But they're positions that give you tactical advantages, so you get points for them. And it counts towards So if I get Underworld Knowledge and conquer one of these, outposts, I'll have 2 points, so on and so forth. And then once I get 4, I can unlock an Advanced and Master Focus, which are really big for doing your more powerful combat moves and spells and all that later on in the game. And actually using Focus is the only heal spell in the game. And I believe it's in the Night Enchanter. We'll have to check that though. But yeah, it's the only heal spell in the game, and it's a focus spell, so you can't even use it that much. So you want to make sure you have Master Focus. So you have 300 points as opposed to the 100 you're given to start out with. And then from there you can really pick whatever you want. Deft Hands Find Tools is a really good one. As it says, capture any keeps, so that's what they're called, keeps. If you capture a keep, you'll get Forward Scouts, which will count in 2 points. So it says 4 points needed in the category. I wonder what else you get secrets for. I think there's other, like I just said with the keeps. I think there's other ways to get points too. Or maybe the keep, I don't even remember. But I do believe there's ways to get points in these, just like there is with forces and stuff. So you don't have to actually get Inquisition perks and then buy this stuff. Okay, so you can't do anything in Orlais right now. What we can do is go to Ferelden. And we'll either pick... Okay, so you can't pick forces. You can see the lock on it. Same with connections. So you pick your secrets. And it'll show the cutscene of them conquering here. And a lot of these, of course, if you don't want to hear my commentary, you can watch me play through like a bunch of these. I don't even remember how many playthroughs I did, but there's a lot. And none of them have commentary. Some of them are in 720. I think I did at least one or two though in 1080p. Okay, so you got the report. You can venture forth. You can either pick all these or none of these. Always up to you. I would tell you at least take Solus and Cassandra. Well, Barrick's cool too. Some people don't like taking all the characters though. I've seen that. It's interesting. I've tried playing like that, but I suck. I suck. Oh my god. Load times. The funny thing is the graphics on this are pretty much as good as like Deus Ex. I've been playing Mankind Divided, Deus Ex, and it's pretty much not much of a difference. Interesnato. Man.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
What's the situation out here in the hinterlands?
We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Okay. And I left the mic on that whole time. Did not mean to. So you can see they all got level up points. Good idea to go into your character record. And this is where things get tough. I already want to reset my thing because I hate how it gives you lightning and a fire spell. And it gives you the worst fire spell. I'd rather have Immolate any day over Flash Fire. Okay, just gonna go with this one. Just to get the extra Constitution. I'm going to reset my points in a little bit, so it doesn't matter too much. For your rogue, stealth is always their best. An ambush is probably, getting the ambush is the best thing. I like using threat reduction too. That's a good passive skill. So as you can see, the circles are all passive skills, meaning they're active all the time. And the diamonds, squares, whatever you want to call them, are active skills, essentially, where you have to activate them. So they all have different characteristics and all that. So we're actually going to do this stealth. I want to reset Varric too. Your rogues you really want to plan out correct. Really any character you do, but especially your rogues, because they're not really too... They can get damaged real quick and all that, so you got to build them the right way. Get them to do what you want. Okay, and I don't like using these. I actually just, for any of my tanks, Vanguard and maybe a little Battle Master. I don't like getting pigeonholed into using a shield and a sword or a two-handed weapon, because as you're playing the game, you're gonna find good swords and shields, and you're gonna find good battle axes. So you're playing with a sword and shield, doing all right, and then you find a really powerful battle axe. But because you pigeonholed yourself into the sword and shield tree, you can't really make the best out of battle axe. So what I like doing is going Vanguard for the defense, and then Battle Master for some skills like grappling chain. And then really either Warhorn or Horn of Valor, depending on which way you want to build the tree. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, when your stamina's low, it regenerates more quickly. That's actually a good one. So actually I probably would go this way. Warhorn does Fear and actually maybe Horn of Valor. Yeah, they do damage bonus and they get armor bonuses. Yeah, so I'd actually go this way. Okay. So she's got 2 points. What you really want to do with this too is get Bodyguard. Don't get that, but Livid's pretty good. But really the outside here, Warcry, stuff that's going to build your guard, is what you want. And give you armor bonuses is good too. Okay, so now I'll do Solus. In Solus we're going to give the Dispel, and that's where you can destroy the rifts. So I'll show you that. So here we go. And what I actually like to do is do a circle and then the disrupt that. Okay, and then he's got Frost. So let me make sure my guy's set up right. Yep. All I want to do right now. Come on. Varric. So I'm gonna build into Evade right away. Evade's a really good one, especially if you get where you can move through the shadows to attack or retreat as needed. If your guy gets in trouble, you can pretty much stealth out of there. Or you can have him do a hidden step, but I don't like hidden step. Generally, your rogue's weapons aren't as powerful anyways. So letting them, run and hide as they want and set up new positions is ideal, as far as I'm concerned. It's more of a tactical trait, but it's worth it, especially if you're controlling your rogues through the tactical menu, where you slow down time, like I was showing earlier. Okay, so let me pick some stuff here. I think I'm all set. I'll do stealth on R1 too. There we go. Okay, so I'll show you a couple. So we're gonna do the pulse thing again. And if I have any idea what I remembered was right. Okay, you guys are seeing the... Okay, so you can see this iron. And if I hit it again, you can see it's like a blip on the map. So, you know, you can look for the blips on your map in the lower left, find them too, and then go at it. So if you don't see it right away in your eyesight, check the map because it could be like around something that's hiding, you know, the highlight effect. Battles in this look really awesome. That's why I like playing this game on casual, because you can kind of keep things going speedy and it looks really cool.
We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker. Be ready. More coming our way.
Because I don't know if, and because I don't know if a cutscene automatically starts after the battle, I'm just picking up the resources I see, like the silk and stuff that comes in really handy for crafting later. And if you want like the more powerful weapons, you're gonna have to find the blueprints and build them yourself. Hopefully I can stop this guy before he kills those people. Okay, so as you can see, like you can cast the barrier like within a range, so you can hit a lot of, you can hit all your allies if they're in that circle, even if they're like on, like as you can see the NPCs, like the guys with the bows and all that.
It's done.
You can actually help protect them, which is what I should have done. I should have got closer to help protect them. It's a lot more. It's not much of a risk on casual. Because I wasn't even using any potions and stuff like that. But when you're on the higher difficulties, you're definitely going to want to... I'll be quiet. Oh, they're just going to do some Inquisition crap. Cassandra's so hot, jeez. I don't know why, it's a freaking video game chick. She's so hot. Her voice actor is really hot too.
Touch me, mother.
So if you're listening, I'm sorry if I creeped you out.
To noble princess. The magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Okay, so here's a conversation with her. I'll be quiet.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Not through any choice of mine.
We seldom have much say in our fate, I'm sad to say.
So you agree with them?
I don't presume to know the Maker's intentions, for any of us. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
But don't you stand with the rest of the Chantry?
With no divine, We are each left to our own conscience, and mine tells me this. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
They want to execute me, and you think I should just walk up to them?
You are no longer alone. They cannot imprison or attack you.
They could try.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven, and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Welcome back. What do you need?
And how much did you need?
Okay, sorry. I just like sitting there and seeing if they say anything interesting. Nothing really going on though. I'm gonna end the video here. On the next one, we'll be, obviously starting out from here. But we're basically, I think getting the horses is really a big deal. So we'll be going after that. We got to do a few other things though to get into that position to get that to arrange the position to get them. Aside from that, I'm trying to think what I would be. It's been such a long time since I played this, so we'll see then. I don't know if I'm going to play another video today or if I'm going to look at the guide before then. I might just listen to a few minutes of radio here and then come back on. Or I might look at the guide just so I'm a little better researched and I can tell you guys a little more. But there's definitely a lot of stuff in this map that you're going to see in a lot of other maps, so I'll be talking about that for sure. Like the crystal skulls, they're pretty cool. Basically you find one, it allows you to look at like a large part of the map. You find all the stones and they like glow really bright, and if you find all of them in the map, then it unlocks a thing far away where you can unlock upgrades for your character, which is really cool. It takes a lot of time, so I really won't be doing a lot of that on this playthrough. But to show you kind of what it's about, I don't mind doing that.
It was in the Inquisition library.
Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Please like, comment, subscribe. That stuff means a lot to me.
Are there many tricksters in dwarven
And I hope you guys have a good day. Take care.
But they're the
Bye.
exception. Mostly they're just honoring the ancestors. It's very dull stuff. Human literature. Now there's where you'll find the tricky, clever, really deceitful types.
Curious.
Not really. Dwarves write how they want things to be. Humans write to figure out how things are.